break, suddenly ideas come, no? So like that, the idea came that maybe identification needs a little self-inquiry. Understanding asmita is very important because that's the beginning point. Yeah, can you please turn off the AC? Can you hear the sound, Sriram, of the AC? Is it disturbing? No? You cannot hear it. Okay. Okay, everybody is back. One person is still missing. We sent an email also to get the photographs of the departed. You missed seeing the email, huh? Please keep reading the emails. Don't miss them, especially during sessions, huh? And everybody, please keep your cameras on. The volunteers remove you if you're recognizing that your Zoom goes off again and again, because volunteers are removing you. You cannot turn off the camera during sessions. Huh? It's okay to take your break with the camera on. No, you can go take a break and come back. Are you back? Everybody? Keep the photograph of the departed in front of you. We start with a self-inquiry of the real thing that happens. Yeah. You get into an emotional storm suddenly. You were not expecting this emotional storm. It does not come with pre-announcement, I am coming. It just comes. Yeah, so when it comes, what is the main emotion that you see? You will either see sadness, that's the first element that comes up because of whoever it is that is related to this body. Yeah, become very clear. It's not related to me, that one is related to this body. So keep that photograph, or the name written on paper is also sufficient if you don't have the photograph. And that recognize when the attack comes. The attack is usually sadness first. What is the sadness about? Observe. Remember the last attack you had of sadness because of this departed one. What is the sadness about? First, there is the identification. He is my whatever, son, daughter, parent, friend, colleague, extended family, relative, whatever. Most of us have it for our grandparents too. So recognize that there is the I-ness and mine-ness following it. My family member, my beloved. That mine-ness that you are feeling, it is a very tangible feeling. Can you recognize it? It's very tangible. That tangible feeling is saying, he is my so and so. And behind that is, I am so and so. The I am part is Asmita, and he is my so and so is Mamata. Mineness, translated into English. There's no proper word. I'm creating the word. It is mine-ness. And Asmita is I-ness. Recognize that feeling that comes up. Ask, who is sad? Try to follow it. Follow the sadness. Is there sadness really there? Can I follow it? When you try to follow it, you will see it will disappear. Do it right now. You will see there is some feeling that peaks and starts receding, 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 and it fades into nothingness. Did you recognize that? Maybe there is a thought, no, this is my dear one, whatever, dear this, dear that. That thought also arises, peaks and fades and disappears into nothingness. Do you recognize that also? That sadness that you felt, that is the mind. You that were knowing the appearance of the sadness, the peak of the sadness, and the fading point where it faded into. You knew all these 3 points very clearly. The beginning point, the peak of the sadness, and the fading away of the sadness. If it's not faded away, wait for it. You'll see. You will know all 3. If I know the entire wave, I have to be separate from it, no? I cannot be it. This is a little card box, memory card box for the camera. I am knowing this, means I am separate from this. Similarly, I knew the entire wave of sadness that appeared. It peaked and it disappeared. I knew it in its entirety. Means I am not sad. I am knowing a sadness wave. By knowing this memory card box, I don't become the box, right? That is so silly. I am the box. No, I am not the box. I know the box. Exactly like that. Right now what happened is you saw the sadness wave appear, peak and disappear. I am not sad. I am knowing that the mind is sad. Just like I don't become the box, I cannot become the mind. I can pretend, I can sit and cry for the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. I can do ooh, ah, I can do all that. Yes, but by doing all that also, I do not become that. Is there a subtle recognition of what I am taking you to? Yeah. Many times it happens there is some major family drama going on and you are somewhere zoomed out as if untouched by it. Has that happened? Once in your lifetime you've realized that? As if you are completely somewhere else, zoomed out, far away. It's all happening here in the same room, everybody sitting together, big drama going on. But somehow you feel that you are zoomed out of it, as if you are untouched by it, unconcerned. That is reality. By knowing the drama wave, I don't become it. Yeah, so I am not sad, I am not angry, I am not happy, I am not hating, I am not loving, I am not compassionate, I am not cruel, etc., etc., etc. Are you getting it now? It's the mind that has these phases. It's a wave that appears and disappears. By knowing it, I do not become it. This is the way you do the self-inquiry for yourself. Right now we are only talking about the attack that will come suddenly. Yeah? So right now, because you're just talking about it, it's not the real attack. You did bring up the sadness, but it didn't last too long because it's not the attack time. When vichara brings in with full force. Do you recognize that? When the flow brings it in, that time you're so shaken, it's so hard to see in that moment, I am not the box. I become the box. Yeah, I become the mind. That's when you have to tear yourself apart from the mind. Yeah, it's impossible that I'm going to finish chapter 2 today. So I'm giving you the self-inquiry steps which are ahead. Tear yourself away from the mind. Ask, who is sad? Who is sad here? Who is sad? And you'll see it's the mind that is sad, and I am knowing the sadness wave. Suppose you were angry at that person who departed. Very, very angry, expecting a sorry to come, and the sorry never came. Do you realize a part of you has not forgiven him or her for that unsaid sorry? Yeah. Recognize that. If that comes up, I don't know what can come up for you, right? Maybe that comes up. He never apologized, she never apologized for that. Yeah, there is resentment for some form that has disappeared. What are you doing to yourself? Do you realize? This is self-torture. You are never going to get that apology. Yeah? This is self-torture. So this is where you need to work on. Who wants the apology? Can you see? Find, look. Yeah? Look. You will see it is the ego that got hurt in that situation that wants the apology. Do you recognize? And that ego, does it exist here right now? No, it's only the memory of the ego. Yeah. The memory is what is torturing me. I am allowing memory to torture me, the witness. Whenever I say me, it is me, the witness. I am allowing memory to torture me. This is self-torture. That apology cannot come. That form has disappeared. That form has finished its part on the stage, the performance is over, and has departed the stage. He or she cannot come onto that stage again to apologize to me. Yeah? I need to work on myself. He or she cannot help me in this aspect. Do you realize the importance there? Do you want to die with this horrible self-torture? No, before death comes, can I overcome the fear of death? Can I triumph death? Yeah, let me work. I have to work on this nasty memory. He or she is not going to help me. If he or she was alive, they would have, but they are not. Yeah? So I have to work on this nasty memory. Again, taking the step beyond. I am not that memory. I am not that ego that got hurt in that situation, A, B, C, whatever. I am the witnessing awareness field. Yes, and this witnessing awareness field is not sad. Similarly, it is not even hurt. Yes, I can pretend to be hurt, but I'm not really hurt. There is no agency here to get hurt. Are you seeing this? And when I keep repeating the memory to myself, it's like I am only taking a stick and beating myself. It's self-torture. Yeah, this has been explained beautifully in Yoga Vasishta. The man runs to the jungle, beats himself, comes back to the village running, says, there's somebody in the jungle that is beating me up. Save me, save me. He is torturing himself. It's just given in a funny story, but that's what I am doing to myself if I am holding resentment to the departed one. So till we meet for the next Kathopanishad, part 3 weekend, your job is to work on this resentment if you're carrying some, on this sadness if you're carrying some. Yeah? There could also be a third emotion, a fear that comes up by seeing the photograph of the departed. It's a hidden, quiet fear. And the fear is, I, this body-mind person, am going to die. Now you need to use the wisdom given in the Kathopanishad chapter 1 and part of chapter 2. I am not the body-mind person. I am making a mistake right here. Identification is the mistake. Yeah? Identification is the mistake. So that fear is also not there. Ask yourself, who is afraid? Find it right now, do it. Break the memory, those who have gone back to the past. He said this, she said this, come back here. Come back here. We are talking about fear now. Yeah? Fear. The fear that arises just because he or she departed, I feel this body is also going to die. Come back to that. That is the third emotion that you could be suffering from. Yes, and it is a suffering, self-inflicted suffering. Ask, who is afraid? Who is fearful? Can you find that? The one that is afraid, that is fearful. You will see in that whole cloud of fear, you will not be able to find the agency that is fearful. He or she does not exist. There is no agency. There is just a cloud of fear. And I am knowing the fear. Even this so-called I is not to be found. I look for it and it's not there. There is a knowing field that is knowing some fear dancing in the center stage. Ask yourself, who's afraid? Who's afraid? Show me. And you will not find the one that is afraid. That's when you must close your eyes and hold on to that nothingness that you located, the nobodiness that you located. Yeah? There is no fear there, there is no sadness there, and there is no resentment also. He did this, she did this to me. There is none of that there. In fact, there is no time there, no past there, no present, no future. Fear cannot arise. Resentment towards the departed one, anger, hatred cannot arise. Yeah. Clean your inner environment. Only when you clean your inner environment can you qualify to see the collapse of the Turiya, collapse of the I, collapse of Mahat. Otherwise, it's not possible with a dirty inner environment. Come to that recognition that the idea of fear is only an imagination. Just like hatred is an imagination. Love for that person was just imagination. And you will see this in your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Very easy to see. In deep sleep, there is no fear, there is no hatred, there is no resentment, there is no love also. There is no missing somebody, no passion, nothing is there. None of it is there in deep sleep. Yeah? This is the scene from deep sleep. From here, most of the verses go into the deep sleep scene in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. So in closed-eyed samadhi, there is nothingness. In deep sleep, Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, there is nothingness. Means what? There is no fear, no anger, no hatred. I am the one latching onto memory and repeating a story to myself. Which means I have the ability to release this grip. I gripped onto the story means I can ungrip. Is this becoming clear? I projected it, I can withdraw from the projection. So build on this. Why? Because the next verse that I'm going to take you into in Kathopanishad part 3 will be on tapas, austerity. Means how much discipline I have put into my spiritual path to clean the inner environment to such an extent that I can recognize I am that. That cannot reveal itself through a dirty, muddy glass. The sun cannot be seen through a dirty, muddy window. You need to clean your window to see the light outside. Correct? Just like that, here the inner environment has become dirty and muddy with sadness, grief, hatred, anger, resentment, etc., etc. Can I work on just cleaning this up with one stroke? I am the witness. And I am not the mind that is angry, hateful, afraid, whatever. All these are stories. Yeah? By knowing the box, I don't become the box. By knowing the happy mind or unhappy mind, I do not become the mind. I am the knower. So zoom out, stay at a distance. Yeah, giving you a very important exercise. This helps you develop, or not develop, recognize that you are naturally dispassionate. If it develops anything, it's only your seeing of that which I was ignoring earlier. I ignored that I was naturally dispassionate. Yeah, why? Because I am untouched. That is the quality. Yeah, so this is your work for the next few weeks till we meet again for Kathopanishad weekend 3. This is your main work. Again and again continue to work on this. Yeah, and I just gave you the example of the departed one. If you're carrying these emotions with the people who are alive, work on that. Who's afraid? Who's angry? Who's upset? Am I angry? Can I see? Am I angry? But I see the waker's lips uttering really mean words, cruel words. I can see the waker is angry. Am I angry? That is the question. Am I angry? Find who's the I that is saying I am angry. Find, look, locate. You won't be able to find the I. This is the highest level of jnana. In ancient times, this was hidden. Yeah? Advaita Vedanta, highest level, was not given to everybody. Why? Because people can then say, oh, I am not angry. The body-mind person is angry. Yeah? You can make a perverted use of the knowledge, right? Yes. So then after that, the punishment also, the body-mind got the punishment. No, you didn't get the punishment. You can't tell a police officer on the road, oh, no, I didn't break the signal. I attended Kathopanishad. I am new now. I am the witness consciousness. That breaking the signal and all must have happened by the waker, but I am not the waker now. So the policeman will say, yes, I am only taking the waker to jail. You are not going to jail. Yeah, this is the perverted use of knowledge that people could make. That is why it is not given at the beginner level. It is given at the higher levels. And not to use knowledge for the cruel and cunning ways of the mind, but to recognize I am not the mind. I am not angry. The mind is angry. I am not upset. The mind is upset. I am not sad. The mind is sad. I am not fearful. The mind is fearful. Yeah? Then you'll stop addressing this body-mind person as I. You've seen the seniors in Gurukul. They address the body-mind person as in the third person. Have you realized that? You've realized Ekta also addresses. Yeah. And lots of people do that. Don't call this I anymore. This is Ekta. This is not I. I am knowing Ekta. Yeah. Ekta is talking about the Advaita wisdom. I am sitting behind relaxed. I have never spoken a word. I am speechless. I know Ekta. I know this is the flow of Ekta. Yeah. So start recognizing. When you start breaking the asmita aspect, means when I say I am knowing Ekta, I am breaking the asmita with Ekta. I am breaking the I-ness from Ekta. I shifted the I from here to here, from center stage to the periphery. Yeah. It should not stop there. Huh? This is the first step for a beginner. Goes from the waker to the witness of the waker. Then where does it go? From the witness of the waker to witness of the dreamer to witness of the deep sleeper. Finally it comes to, oh, if I am the witness of all three, means I am the fourth. I am Turiya. So the I shifts. Yeah. When you come to Turiya, you will never say, I am sad. You will say, the mind is sad. There is a sadness wave. You will stop addressing the label of this body. The label of this body is Ekta. Do you realize that? The label of that body is Tanu. The label of that body is Kalpesh. That's a label of the body. Yeah? You stop identifying with the Nama. Yeah? On the scriptural path, there is Nama and Rupa. You have to work at two aspects. Yeah? Once you stop identifying with the Nama, then slowly you move away even from the Rupa. It doesn't bother you, body is aging, doesn't bother you, hair is going grey, doesn't bother you whether body is looking presentable, not presentable. It doesn't bother you what is happening at the body level. What is. It's a part of the flow. Which means you don't consider yourself as the mother of the child or the father of the child. You don't consider yourself as the son of the parent or the daughter of the parent. You don't consider yourself as a friend, a colleague, a family member. You recognize very clearly, I am the witnessing awareness field in which suddenly the parent appears because the son or the daughter has come on stage. When the son or daughter is not on stage, this is not the parent. Do you recognize that? It's at a very subtle level. And the other way around. Yeah. Only when the parent comes onto center stage, this becomes a daughter or a son. Till the parent was not there, there was no child here. Recognize this. This is all a pretense, all a pretense. Reality knocks on my door to show me this. Yeah. This is how you get yourself out of that whole storm, emotional storm when it attacks you. And now that we've discussed this entire self-inquiry, the attack is coming soon. Yeah. It might not come just because of the departed. It can come, the people who are alive give us more grief. Yeah, there's more attachment there. Yeah? So it will be coming from there. One emotional storm is heading your way. And the test is, can you apply this inquiry that we just did? Who's angry? Who's upset? Yeah? Who's the mother? Who's pretending to be the father? Yeah? Who's the son? Who's the daughter? Show me. Where? You will go to nothingness and nobodiness. That is the only self-inquiry that you have to do. Who? Who is afraid? Who is angry? Who is upset? Who? Yeah? This is the who is self-inquiry. I explained it to you this way instead of doing a self-inquiry because I don't know what emotion you are going to be attacked by. Do you see that? That is why it's just a who is -- you have to fill. So work on that. Very important. And the main purpose of Kathopanishad is to overcome fear. Yeah? And then fear of death leads to all kinds of fears. Fears of what people will think about me, what my parent will say, what my family member will do, what will happen to this, what will happen to that. All these are fears. Yeah, so in Kathopanishad weekend 3 we will see that fear is the underlying current below the deep sleep surface, which can be recognized in your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. It is the underlying current which gives rise to all these anger, hatred above surface. Anger, hatred, greed, lust, ill will, resentment, blah, blah, blah. All these emotions are born only of one underlying current, that is fear. That is why Kathopanishad targets fear so intensely in the 6 sections of the 2 chapters. So we'll go to the deeper level, but at least what is above the surface, can I start working on it? Ask, who is angry? Where will it take you? To that which is beyond, no? To the nothingness, nobodiness beyond. Once you come there in your own inquiry, then we can talk about what lies below the surface of deep sleep. Otherwise, I cannot even introduce that topic without you having understood that there is no I. Yeah, so please practice in real time. By real time, I mean when there is an emotional attack. That is real time. Clear? Everybody got the self-inquiry instructions? I hope you wrote it down. Yes, okay. So if we are done with the self-inquiry instructions, we can move on to a question-answer session. It's not possible for me to finish chapter 2. Yeah, I have a good 10 verses to go. I won't finish. Too slow. Do you want a 2 minutes break? Take a 2 minutes break, write down your question, post it in chat or write it down in your notebook. See that it is terse, concise, very clear question